What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again, always with another one. And yes, indeed, it is another one. So we're here now, and we have a warning from the DHS, Department of Homeland Security. They're coming out here. This is ending right now. This is coming in, things like that. Yes. This situation is popping off right now. I'm just getting this in. So apparently the Venezuelan gang TDA is now in 16 states. Now, if you go back in one of my broadcasts, I just reported on them being in Tennessee. Now we're getting the update about they're in 16 states now. This is crazy out here. So we're going to go to D.C., from the news report out of DC right now, and we're going to check and see what's going on there. And I also have another report for you guys, and yeah, it's crazy out here. I have another report for you guys from the New York Post and things like that. So we're going to go here now. Hold on. And yes, quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
And new at 6:30, a disturbing warning from federal law enforcement about gang activity in our area. Officials alerting police in Virginia and D.C. about a violent Venezuelan prison gang. Fox 5's Tom Fitzgerald in Fairfax County tonight. And Fitz, we understand you spoke with Virginia's Attorney General about this. What did you learn?
Kenneth, good evening. The gang is named Trendy Argue, known as TDA. And tonight there are warnings from the federal government that this group has spread out across 16 states, including the Commonwealth of Virginia and Washington, D.C. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security issuing an internal bulletin to law enforcement agencies across the region. This was obtained by the New York Post, and it concerns TDA spread not only across our region, but across wide swaths of the United States. The memo adds that the group is not already spread in size, but is spreading in what they describe as its violent tendencies. Tonight, Virginia Attorney General.
Man, this is wild right here. This is where we're at. We got Biden giving permission to Ukraine to go head on and send those super warheads in that factor. And then we're still dealing with the TDA over here in our own backyard with all this mess. And you mean to tell me that, you know what I'm saying, what has happened is the Democratic Party allowed all these factors in, and now it's growing. Everything is spreading like a damn disease. And look at it now. This is a whole Venezuelan gang that is basically almost taking over the country low-key. This is ridiculous out here. And then y'all want to sit around here and talk about, well, we need sympathy for the immigrants and things like that. Sympathy where? We don't have time for it. We have a whole Venezuelan gang that's taking over. And they're recruiting other people from all these other factors of illegal immigrants that have come over here. And it's going to be time to take action. It's no way around this.
Jason Miyares telling Fox 5 he believes this memo highlights the risk of open borders and lax immigration enforcement.
Part of what makes TDA so dangerous is they are out occupying spaces that the cartel, which is primarily focusing on narcotics trafficking, these individuals expanded not just from sex trafficking and narcotic trafficking, but extortion as well. The old images you have from the mafia movies.
Right. And that's what they're doing. What you thought they was doing in the up there in Colorado, taking over that apartment complex. That's some Nino Brown shit from, you know what I'm saying, New Jack City. Come on, people.
It's disturbing stuff. According to this Homeland Security memo, the bulletin says the TDA has been involved in operations including retail theft and counterfeit ID here in Fairfax County and in trafficking throughout Virginia. Now, a lot of these suspects, we are told, have tattoos that actually connect them to the TDA gang. Jenny Taylor is a New York Post reporter who is based in Texas. She covers immigration and the border. She says these crimes are just the tip of the iceberg.
So they're really expanding their territorial gains, which is something that's a common tactic of these foreign gangs, but also they're becoming increasingly vicious, according to this memo.
It's concerning stuff. The Homeland Security memo also says that some of these gang members may be living in Washington, D.C. in order to travel into Virginia to commit these crimes. As you know, the incoming Trump administration has identified Washington, D.C. as a sanctuary city. That debate is likely to continue once the new Trump administration takes root in the White House. We're live in Fairfax tonight.
Yes, we have to get rid of this sanctuary city bullshit. And this is the facts out here. Look at what it's doing. Look at the type of element of people look at the type of element of human beings that those sanctuary cities in our country is attracting. They're coming here, you know, and I'm not saying, listen, look, I get it. It's a few, it's a few that are coming over here that actually maybe want to live a decent life, but they still have to come over here legally. They still have to go by the legal standards. And it's also a disrespectful level that we do not demand that these people come over here legally, because the other immigrants and stuff that came over here legally, that went through the process of years and things like that it took for them to become legal citizens of this country. It is a disrespect to those people. And even those people are mad at what America's doing right now. And this is a shame. And this is highly disrespectful, and it's fucking dangerous. To us as Americans, to our children, to our legal system, which the rest of the world is watching. They see that we're disrespecting our own selves over here with this crap going on. This is crazy. All right. So we're about to keep going. And yes, it's more to the factors right now. So we're about to get into the Washington Post. And the thing of this is yes, they're explaining more. We're going to keep diving. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
The Venezuelan gang, known as Tren de Aragua, that has been carrying out crimes across the country, has made its way into at least 16 U.S. states. That's according to a leak.
Look at this right here. Right here. I already reported to you guys about Tennessee. We already know about Colorado. You know what I'm saying? Wyoming, Montana. Of course, I think Nevada and California, those are close to the border. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Texas, Louisiana is a fucking shock to me. You know what I'm saying? Being it close to the South like that. And Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Florida, Jesus Christ. North Carolina, Virginia is where we just reported from, with the DC, Maryland area right there. Of course, New York, things like that. Looks like New Jersey is even kind of getting into the situation. Jesus, man. Wow. This is crazy out here. This is crazy.
Leaked Department of Homeland Security memo that we obtained at the Post. Now, this memo outlines how the gang, while growing in size in the United States through the waves of illegal migrants crossing the border, especially the large waves of Venezuelans, they've brought in numerous different crimes, and they've also increased the severity of those crimes. Now, the newest states to see the expansion of Tren de Aragua are Wyoming, Washington, D.C., a territory, Virginia, as well as Montana. Now, we spoke with the sheriff of Laramie County, who says that while he doesn't believe that the gang has necessarily taken over Wyoming, he does have a suspected member of the gang in his jail that he says was just passing through the state. The gang is also increasing its theft and fraud operation.
To me, that doesn't matter. Well, how in the hell is that okay? That one gang member, whatever that they suspect, how is he even there to pass through their state? The thing of this is yes, these vermin are spreading out throughout our nation. This vermin, this disease is spreading throughout our nation. And listen, look, hold on here. If we look at this map right here, it's not going to be too much longer before they spread everywhere else. This Tren de Aragua situation is a disease. It's worse than AIDS was in the 80s, in the 70s. It's worse than AIDS. These people are worse than AIDS. Full-blown AIDS. And we know how deadly that was. These individuals need to be stopped. They need to be captured. They need to be extinguished with the full-fledged ball of raid, like roaches in your house. And I know if you're a homeowner, you do not want insects and anything like that plaguing your house, termites, all that type of stuff. You don't want that in your house because that's going to fuck up your property value. Am I right or wrong? So, yeah, this plague right here is fucking up America's property value. They're fucking up America's property value. All right.
In the United States. In one case in Florida, a gang member allegedly stole $118,000 in funds from a bank and was able to wire that money to accounts in Venezuela before the bank could detect the fraud. In Fairfax County, Virginia, cops in 2023 arrested 3 suspected gang.
So they are fully aware of technology in order to do wire fraud.
Members for a shoplifting incident. Those individuals all had tattoos that are tied to the gang. One presented a fake Venezuelan ID. While the gang is expanding its reach across nearly half of America's population, the incoming Trump administration says it's ready to crack down on their operations. There are some major hindrances to that, however, including sanctuary jurisdictions where the gang tends to go to, places like Chicago, New York City, other areas of the country that bar immigration enforcement officers in the federal government from working with their local officers. On top of that, there is also the fact that the Maduro regime in Venezuela does not accept deportation flights from the United States, making it difficult to remove these individuals from the United States.
Excuse me? Hold on here. Hold on. Yeah, I had to light my cigarette with that type of dumbass talk. So you mean to tell me that I'm guessing this dude right here that we see on the screen right now is the leader of Venezuela, who actually, 9 times out of 10 was the one that probably let these bats out of his prison and sent them up here. So now he's talking about they're talking about they don't accept flights from America, to get their citizens back. Who the hell do he think he's talking to? Who the hell does this this dude think he's talking to? This is America, Jack. What are you talking about? Oh, you want to accept your trash back that you tried to vomit on America? Okay then. Yeah. See, and this is what we need to rearrange here. Our whole thinking about this process. And yes, I'm saying it. I'm going here right now. And this is 10 toes down. The thing of this is right now, we got all this stuff going on with Ukraine and all that crap. Okay, listen, look. Right now, this man is saying basically he will not accept his trash back. Excuse me. I don't think Venezuela has the power or it has the military power or anything like that to go up against us if we decide to ship their trash back to them. Who the fuck does he think he is? Does Venezuela? Okay, then get down in the comments and let me know. Does Venezuela have the manpower or the power, period, to deny America when we decide to ship their trash back to them? Okay, then I'm wondering so.
States. Many of these migrant gang members have become very used to the revolving door of justice in sanctuary cities like New York City. They have created different crime syndicates where they've committed moped snatch and grab robberies. They've also created a gun smuggling network into migrant shelters and are said to be operating sex trafficking schemes on Roosevelt Avenue.
For more stories like these, be sure to subscribe to the New York.
This is wild right here. This is wild. But at the same time, though, too, it's just the truth. You know, I'm sitting here, I'm wondering here. Hold on. I'm wondering right now. With this situation right here. And this guy right here, obviously he's the leader of Venezuela. Whoever he is, I don't have time to look him up right now because this is, it just is what it is right now. Who is he to tell America that we can't ship his trash back to him? Oh, well, Venezuela is not accepting any flights from America. Who said you had a choice to accept any flights from America? Who said you had a choice? Who said that? Oh, you think you don't? Oh, you think you have a choice? Oh, you think you have a choice, Venezuela? Oh, you think you have a choice? Okay, then. All right, then. Cool. Yeah, we got to sit around here and deal with your dingbat ass citizens roaming around our fucking country and shit. But at the end of the day, though, you know what I'm saying? You think you don't have a choice. Okay, then, Venezuela, and yeah, all right, then. Yeah, Venezuela against America. Okay, then. Yeah. But it is what it is, though, man. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say, that, my friends, is the bottom line.